Yeah, I'm a dreamer. I've been dreaming since I was a little girl, and I'm quite fine with that. I mean, I don't understand why people get upset when I tell what I want to do with my life, how I want to do it, when I'm going to do it, what will the outcome be. Why? Why is it so hard for people to follow their dreams? Is it because of the haters, the players, the doubters? Well, all I know, for me, I can care less about what anybody has to say, because I know that what God has for me is for me, and I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me.
I'm so far from the typical, I'm nothing but original. You never saw the difference till now. I know the road is difficult, I'm ready for the ridicule. I'm doing shit they can never do well. Cause when they told me no, I did that shit regardless. Look, this is who I am, nothing to change, I'm sorry. Feet hurt, I've been walking for a long time. I get the feeling everything is gonna be alright. This is what it look like when you get it, bang, you tired and you still grind. This is what it looks like when they ain't give a fuck about you but you still alive. Yeah, yeah, this is what it looks like. Yeah, this is what it looks like. This is what it look like when you put on what you want and then you still fly. This is what it look like when you're pretty, just as pretty as the inside. Yeah, this is what it look like. Yeah, this is what it look like when everything's political. I know it's more than critical that what I say somehow gets out. When no one's like you anywhere, they'll never put you anywhere except for a little space they carved out. But when they told me no, I did that shit regardless. Look, this is who I am, nothing to change, I'm sorry, yeah. Feet hurting, I've been running for a long time. I get the feeling everything is gonna be alright. This is what it look like when you get it, bang, you tired and you still grind. This is what it looks like when they ain't give a fuck about you but you still alive. Yeah, yeah, this is what it looks like. Yeah, this is what it looks like. Proud of what I've been through, don't you know the new shoes never felt as good as the old one. I'm not gonna hold tight just for them to realize something that my heart already knows. Woke up, the sky was cloudless, and ain't no one like me around, yeah.
What's up, y'all? It's your girl Londynmarie in the place to be. Say what in the place to be. And I know y'all are probably watching the intro and trying to figure out, you know, what's going on with the title. This is actually my second time making this video because I feel like I got really emotional the first one, and I ain't want y'all, like, I don't care if y'all see me, but it just, and my camera was acting quite dumb, so we're just not gonna pay that no attention. Now I'm going to just, you know, tell y'all why, you know, I chose the title, expose to y'all what's going on, and yeah. This is a disclaimer before I continue. This isn't a cry for help. This isn't I want to expose somebody or hate on somebody or anything like that. It's just, I feel like I just need to talk to somebody. And you know, right now I have friends, and I have a boyfriend, but it's harder to talk to them than it is to talk to you all. And I know y'all like, that's crazy, but as of right now, that's kind of how I feel. For one, I've always had ambition to be something great, but I never really, I did not know what I wanted to do, y'all. I'm gonna be real honest, y'all. I went to college. I went to 3 colleges, and I did not know what I wanted to do in life at all. I just wanted to graduate from high school, go to a college out of state, and be away from home, and all the different things that occurred, like, before I graduated. I just really just wanted to run away from everything, because it's just so many things that occurred here that I just really didn't like, and now I'm back here. So it's just like, God is showing me some things in my life, and it hurts, but I know it's for a reason. I'm just be honest. I ran away from South Carolina to go to college out of state because I did not want to be here. I didn't see my life being in South Carolina. I didn't see my journey being in South Carolina. I came from a household, a dysfunctional household. It looked functional on the outside to some people because I always kept a smile on my face to hide what really was going on. Only my close friends knew exactly what was going on with me, like the abuse and all of that stuff. Only my close friends knew about that. I feel like I'm about to cry, but I'm gonna hold it down. But only my real close friends knew about that type of stuff, and maybe some church family that I was really close to. Other than that, nobody really knew, and family, of course. It was just, I just really just wanted to get away from here. So I left and I went to college, and it was great at first, y'all. My college experience at SAU, shout out to you if you're watching. It was a great experience. I met some really cool new friends. I learned a little bit about myself and what I can take and what I can't take. I grew within myself. I started knowing that I was now an adult and that I had to do things on my own and not depend on somebody. Even though I never really depended on anybody because I'm the only child in my household. I mean, not only child, the only girl in my household. So, you know, I didn't really have to deal with, you know, harsh things. My mom, she kind of always like my mom and dad kind of like made sure that me being the only girl, I would always be good. You know, I always had a great birthday party and all that stuff, but it never really like was bad, other than, you know, like the abuse and stuff like that, you know. But how can I say this? I had a good life, but at the same time I didn't, you know. Financially I didn't have worries, but mentally I had worries. Losing my mom still affects me to this day. I never actually cried about my mom, so I was 16, I think 15 or 16. That was the first time I actually like cried about the situation. And it was because when I was younger, I always had to be like, I'm the oldest in the house. So I always had to be the tough one. And then I'm like the only girl, so I had to be tough. I got a whole bunch of brothers, so I had to be tough. And being tough is hard. It's so hard. I feel like my childhood was basically robbed from me because I had fun, but I always had to make sure my brothers was good because my mom worked. And I don't knock her for working. I don't knock my dad for working. But I just feel like because I was the oldest, I had to take up that responsibility. And I felt like doing that made me into this person who really didn't know who she was or what she really was here for or how to really handle things. You know, like I feel like because I didn't experience the youthful lifestyle of things in certain situations, I wasn't able to, you know, adapt to growing up. Kind of, sort of. Like, how can I say this? Like, I was really like how can I explain this? I'm the oldest, so I have to, by association, I had to be the tough one for the younger ones. I had to be, you know, the person that they can call on, talk to, this and that and third. But because of that, I didn't feel like I was able to experience what being young really was like. There you go. And I want this to be known. I do not want to knock my parents because they did the best that they could do. And they had their own issues that affected not only me but everybody else, if you can catch what I'm trying to say. But like I was saying, my mom's death really does affect me because when she passed away, my youth passed away. That happy girl that my grandmother tells me about kind of died because things were never the same. Even though I was young, I still could remember certain things about her. I could still remember, you know, her always doing somebody's hair. She was always the type of person to just give, and I inherited that. But sometimes I just wish that I could just have that one more moment just to talk to her. Just talk to her and ask her, how do you do this? How? Because it's a void in me that I don't think anybody can ever feel. And it's because I don't have her. I don't hold that or make that a crutch, because that's not a crutch. It's just something that God put me through so that, you know, I don't know. But I just know that God does things for a reason. But I miss her so freaking much. Like, I can't remember graduation day, getting dressed, and just wishing that I could hear my mom say, "I'm proud of you, baby girl." I really can. I really can. Like, I know she was there spiritually. Trust, I do. But it's nothing like really having that person there to be like, "I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you." And my stepmom really did try her best to be the best mother she could for me. And I appreciate her for that. But it still doesn't fill the void of not having that mother there to be like, "I carried you for 9 months. I remember when I first found out about you." Like, I don't have that. My dad tries to tell me things, but I really feel like I'm being dramatic, but I'm really not.
I just miss her, you know, and sometimes I just want to talk to her. But I do remember this thing about her. She always was consistent with following her dreams. My mom always followed her dreams. She wanted to be a cosmetologist and an entrepreneur, you know. I could sense that because she had her pretty much had her own salon in the house. So that showed me that she wanted to be an entrepreneur, and she wanted to be an entrepreneur. Let me see. Oh, I'm looking crazy, but it's okay. She wanted to be an entrepreneur because she always, did hair home, and she wanted to do hair, which is something that I always had a thing for. I always did. I could always do hair, and I get that from her. So I took those things and made it me. Not made it me as in I'm trying to be her, but for some odd reason, something that always tells me you can do anything that you put your mind to. Bump the haters, bump the people who's going to say that you're going to fail, bump the people who come to you and tell you you're not going to be able to do it. Bump it. Do you. Like, but whatever way you want to do it, you do it that way. Like, fuck everything else. Do it your way. At times I do be like, you know what, maybe this is a little bit too much for you, girl. I'ma chill. But then I be like, no, like, God gave me the spirit of boldness for a reason. God showed me that I can do anything for a reason. And one of the craziest thing that my grandmother told me, y'all, like, that's really like crazy to me, is her scripture that she always went to before she did hair was, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. And it's crazy because every time I do something, I always say, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. And it's just so ironic how I didn't even know that until my grandmother told me recently. And I was just like, that's crazy. Because I use that same scripture. And it's like, I know that God has her around me. I know. Because it's just sometimes I can just feel her presence being there. I know that sounds weird, but it's just like I can just feel her pushing me, saying, it's alright, I got your back. It's nothing like that, on earth that can take that away from me. Family has done me dirty. Friends have done me dirty. Well, fake ones, let me say that. Sometimes I will lash. Sometimes I do. But then the other times I'm like, what am I gonna do that for? What is that gonna do? What is that really gonna do? Because at the end of the day, they're gonna do what they want to do. So what's the point? God got you. God got you. So don't worry about it. Like, do not worry about it. God blessed me in so many different ways. A lot of people don't know that before he blessed me with the things that he blessed me with, I always used to say, God, please bless me so that I can bless others. And I meant that. And I stood by that. And that's why when people do me so bad, like so bad, it's so easy for me to say, it's okay. And that's because I know that with God, I am still going to have everything that he promised me. I know that God knows what my journey is going to be like. And I have to trust him because I know he knows. And that sounds crazy and it sounds like, girl, how do you do that? But that's where my strength comes in at. I pray every night. I may not read the Bible 24/7, but my relationship with Christ is on a whole nother level. Like, a whole nother level that a lot of people don't know about. There's been time, just like a month ago, I literally, I promise y'all, and I know this may be exposing a lot, but I was about to take, I took five ibuprofens, and I was about to take way more than that, but something inside me said, my child, stop. And I was like, I can't do this. It's a purpose for me, and I know it is, and I'm not going to sit here and let the devil have me. I cried. Yes, I cried, and I was going in and out. I passed out. But I knew when I passed out, y'all, I kid you not, I went to the bathroom. My stepmom is the one who came in there, and she was just like, Zana, what's wrong with you? And I was like, what you mean? And she was like, what's wrong? I mean, I was like, what do you mean? Like, I don't know. I really don't know what's wrong with me. But that was just God trying to tell me, calm down, my child. Just calm down. What's wrong? And talk to me. And instead of talking to her, I talked to God. And while passing out, I felt like I really was dying. I really did. I felt like I was dying. But when I called on the name of God, and I said, God, please help me. Please help me. That's when I think I fell to sleep. I'm not sure. I mean, I fell asleep, but I passed out. And when I did that, my mom came in. And that's when that conversation happened. That's when I woke up. And then I needed a little bit of help to get to my room, but I got to my room. And after that, I was okay. I push myself every single day. I know I haven't been that consistent, but now, if you haven't noticed, I'm more consistent on my YouTube channel than I was ever. And I invested in everything for my YouTube channel so that I could really go further in it. And my dreams are beyond a lot of what people think. Like, my dreams are, I want to have 6 houses for each of my family members in this house who have. Like, my mom, my dad, my brothers, all of them, and including me. I want them to have a place for them to go to, even when when they don't have any place to go, they do. You get what I'm saying? And I want to, invest in different companies and have so many different franchises. I want to go to little girls and talk to them and tell them, you can do this. Bump that, and enjoy life. I want them to understand that don't go out here and disrespect yourself because you need love. I felt like for a long time nobody loved me. But then when I found God and I found myself, that's when I was able to love myself. And I want girls to know that, because there's so many different adults out here who be telling their child, oh, well, you need to get this shit together, you need to do this, you need that, get yourself, get your life, stop going out here showing these little boys that, stop running after these niggas, da 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 da. But at the end of the day, what are you really doing? Nothing. You're not helping them. You're taunting them. You're making them feel even worse. That's why I take, not to put my little cousin's business out there, but that's why I take my time with her and I talk to her. I don't talk to her just to, knock things to the side and have her mad at me and this and that and third. What she tells me, I'm not going to tell you. Regardless of what anything happens, if my cousin tells me something, I'm not telling you. I'm not telling no adult. I'm not telling no, because that's personal. For her to even be like, I can talk to you, and when nobody else listens, I can talk to you. That makes me feel like, I'm doing what God chose me to do. And that's to encourage and push people and make people and push myself and encourage myself. Like, that's what I believe God set me out here to do. And I want to be able to show love when there is no love. Like, I want to be able to be myself. You feel me? And I was so shut up in this mindset that I had to be great because my family would look bad at me. Look down on me if I don't got my degree. And I went to school, and the same thing I learned in school, I'm doing it now without school. So it's like, what's the purpose? Yeah, go get my credentials, but my work will speak for itself. You feel me? So it's just like, I just don't see it. And then when people doubt me and they be like, oh, well, you're not doing it the right way, you're not doing this, how do you know? How do you know that God isn't doing this in my life right now to show me, to show you guys that you don't have to have this credentials that the world has said that you need to have? Like, what if God is working in me this way for a reason? This is the way that he designed my success to be. So stop worrying about it. Stop asking me questions about how much money I make. Stop asking me questions about what my living arrangement is. Stop asking me questions about what my job is. Stop asking me questions if you are not God. Stop trying to be God. That's none of your business. Yeah, you might be trying to look out for me, but God got me. Trust and believe he does. Now, if you want to encourage, that's a different thing. But when you want to knock me down and say, oh, you're not doing this, you're not doing that, I don't got time. I don't have the time, the place, nothing. Like, you can do your thing. Like, please, exit, left. And it's sad because I have to do that with family. You may think family is the main ones for you, but sometimes they are also the ones against you. I'm not knocking my family because my family is different. But I love everybody in my family. Will give my heart, soul, everything for, not soul, but my heart, blood if necessary. But it's I'm just over it, you know? And I know that one day God will show me that all things good come to those who wait on the Lord. And that's just what I'm gonna do. So I'm not gonna stop. I'm gonna continue doing what God does. I mean, not God does. I'm gonna continue to be who God chose me to be, and what God has for me is for me. And I feel so much better now that I just exposed that to y'all. And I thought I was gonna cry a lot bit more, but I didn't. And I'm thankful that God told me to do this, because the enemy was like, don't do it. My friends, family was like, don't do that because you're gonna expose everything and they're gonna be thinking, looking. And I'm like, nah, I don't really want to expose it, but I just want to tell my testimony. I want to tell how I used to sit in my room and think about killing myself. I want to tell people that I was once this girl who dropped out of 3 colleges. I want to expose those things because I want people to know that God is able to do exceedingly abundantly above all things. And yeah, I had a bump in the road, but look at me now. Look at me now. I may not be where I want to be right now, but I'm here. God has shown me things that he hasn't shown me before. I'm humbled. Like, this girl came at me and threw everything in my face. But you know what? I threw a scripture at her and she didn't even know what to say back. But you're weird. I know I'm weird. I wasn't designed to be normal. That's not me. But I thank y'all so much for listening. For those who have. And if you probably skipped the video and was like, girl, you talking too long, I'm sorry. But I just had to get that off my chest. And I wanted to let y'all know how I really feel, because I do be laughing, you know, spending time with y'all, talking, blah, 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 reactions. But I haven't really made a video like this. And I really feel like I needed to, because this is the real reason why I got on YouTube. So, yeah. But thank you guys for watching. I love you. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Comment down below, you know, if you ever want to talk to me or you ever need advice, you can email me on the email that's in my description box. Or if you want to tell me your story in the comments, you can do that too. I'm not forcing you, but if you do want to, you know, I'm always down to listen. I read every comment. I do respond. So unless it's negative, then I try to kind of like stay back from those, because I used to clap back, but then I was like, I don't want to clap back anymore because I don't got time. So yeah, with that being said, I love you all, and I love you, sweethearts. Have a great day. God bless.
Nothing to change, I'm sorry, yeah. Feet hurting, I've been running for a long time. I get the feeling everything is gonna be alright.